So the Fortnite Chapter 4 storyline is beginning to ramp up slowly but surely, and some great advancements have actually been made over the last few days if you guys don't know. So in the latest update, the portal that has been the pinnacle of the game was finally completed, and we saw Amy, who is the AI that the scientists built and is the only remaining really piece of the scientists on the island, create her own body to go through the portal and find the scientist. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. That's pretty much the storyline really dumbed down. Now, this is actually the first time in a long time where I'm genuinely excited to see what happens in the storyline of Fortnite. We have really no clue exactly what's on the other end of this portal, what exactly it's capable of, and we've got two different people wanting us to construct it. They're doing it kind of interconnectedly, but not really for different reasons, if you know what I mean. Now, this makes me wonder a lot about Fortnite and the future of the game and storyline in general. Now, just keep in mind that this is not a channel where I know every nook and cranny of the storyline. I'm not one of those guys. I'm just here to give my opinion and conversate a little bit with you guys. So I'm just as ignorant as you guys when it comes to most things with the storyline, and I'm just trying to piece it together too. It just makes me think about the possibility of time travel having a major role in Fortnite soon, because there's been a lot of talks about time travel being a major theme or concept seen in this season. Now, this can be seen in the loading screens that have Black Knight in them, along with the overall medieval theme and atmosphere. Just feels like it's at a pass point from where we've been in previous seasons. Now, also, Amy in the challenges said that the scientist was feeling things unimaginable in whatever place that he was in, which is exactly why she's going to help him. Now, what worries me about the Fortnite storyline, and because I think the scientist is somewhere with the nothing, wherever that guy lives, where he watches over everything, I think that's where the people that were chromed went. I don't think they completely died, because obviously she's able to see him in a different universe or a different reality. So what worries me about this Fortnite storyline though is that at times it feels a bit repetitive and very predictable. Like with the Stellan guy that's been talking in our ear, he talks about the shapeless man, which I assume is the same as the nothing guy we've been hearing of, like I mentioned before, and how he's very impatient with creating this gate to new realities, and the consequences will be very harsh if we don't get it done in a timely manner. It just makes me wonder if the storyline is just going to be this endless loop of this bad guy with bad intentions wants to destroy the map, and he/she succeeds kind of, and we have to move to a new map. I hope they use this current chapter storyline and be a bit more creative with it than the past ones, because chapter 2 and chapter 3 end events and the lead up to them were almost exactly the same concepts. Like, they were literally carbon copies. Like in chapter 2, we had the Cube Queen corrupt the entire map, and eventually we had to fight against her sort of with all of the last reality army, and then we just flipped the map over and she was gone by the touch of water. Like, it really wasn't the greatest. And then in chapter 3 we had the Herald, and she kind of spread the chrome, not as much as the corruption, across the map, but we eventually had to fight her too, where she chromed the entire map eventually in the event, and then for some reason she just blew up, and there's still evidence that she could be somewhere in the chapter 4 map, but nothing has been said of that so far, and for all we know, she is dead. Now, I hope that they use the nothing this time as a sort of final boss when it comes to the storyline, and that's kind of what it feels like, because it's starting to get super duper old, and honestly, it eliminates a lot of the hype that surrounds Fortnite events, which is one of the building blocks of the entire game in general. But on a lighter note, I do really like what they're doing so far with the quests and the storyline. It seems very interesting, but like I said, there's a lot of uncertainty, and I'll make videos talking about how I feel as the season progresses on, so stay tuned.